What is up, guys? It's your boy Tweak Sneaks bringing you guys another video. Yesterday, actually, I got a comment in the last video I posted. Someone wanted the brute forcer of TaskBot explained and what it does, how to run it, you just everything on it, whatever. So here it is. This is TaskBot. If you don't know what this is, check out my last video. It's a bot I highly recommend for beginners and just people that don't really know where to start with bots. It's very self-explanatory. But the brute forcer is actually in the advanced tab of the TaskBot. It's called Weight Page Brute Force for Adidas. So I'll click that, open it up. What this does is, let's say Yeezy drop, the splash page. This basically gets through it in a timely manner. The best way to run this is actually with proxies. The more proxies you have, or if you have a proxy that, let's say, self-rotates on every request, which I'll be making actually another video on that because I got a good proxy provider for you guys. I got another discount code coming in for you guys, so I'll be making a proxy provider video soon. But the weight page is basically, here, let's get over here, is the spinny thing. If that makes any sense. Here, I'll show you guys. Yeezy fuck Adidas. It's when you go to this page on release, you go to this page, and instead of this is what loads usually. Splash page, Adidas. Here, images. It's this thing, or whatever. It's similar. You are now waiting in line for the Yeezy Boost. It's the thing that spins, waits, and supposedly lets you in after a while. That's pretty hard to do, just manually, to be honest, guys. I've never got in manually, and I got great connection speeds. And I just never got in manually. So, sorry, yawning. But this is what brute force are for. This is the TaskBot one. I'll show you guys in a week or so another one that's a little bit better than TaskBot, but I do really like how this bot works with everything, so I do recommend this one too. It actually has gotten me cookies before on, I didn't use this on the last release, but I used it 2 releases ago because I didn't have a significant amount of proxies last release. I usually run multiple bots on multiple servers just to know which one's going to work, which one won't, whatever, to not fail. But last release I had a limited amount, but this release I got a new proxy provider, rotates on every request, unlimited proxies, so I'll actually be running every bot I own on the next upcoming Yeezy release. But alright, enough with the chit chat. This is what the actual brute forcer is. So a brute forcer allows you to have more tasks on the splash page. Basically, the more tasks equals the better chance of getting through that splash page on the Yeezys. So here, I'll just show you guys, instead of the regular, see, that's the default, I'll show you guys just a regular page to see how it would work. Let's say this is the splash page. You don't need proxies, but I do highly recommend having proxies, because the more proxies equals the more amount of requests you could put in equals the least likely of getting banned. So, but if you don't have proxies, whatever, save, test proxy, no proxies, and you can press start auto brute force. That does, it puts you in the task, see it's working. You'll see it'll get past in a couple seconds, because there's actually no splash page on that page. And give it a sec, let it run. You have passed the splash. You have 10 minutes to run tasks on Adidas. Once you pass the splash on Adidas, on any Yeezy release, you have you get issued an HMAC, and that's issued for 10 minutes. And or I don't even know if you get issued a HMAC. Whatever. You get issued a cookie that lets you bypass it, and it basically starts at 10 minutes. You got a countdown, and you can check out as many Adidas tests as you want. So once you do that, you make a task. You go to add task. On release day, you'd have them loaded. Like, you'd have maybe 10 tests or whatever, 10 auto checkouts, whatever. But if you don't, you add tasks, Adidas, you put the Yeezy style code. Size, again, proxy. It's important so you don't get banned. Like, I don't want you guys to get past Splash and then, oh shit, I got banned and the cookie's useless. And then you do the CAPTCHA, submit CAPTCHA, say I'm not going to do that because I already got a test. But once that Splash Plate passes, I'm sorry guys, see it got past Splash 8 times, this is 9. Here, I'll show you. See, pass Splash, pass blah, blah, blah. So pass Splash 9 times, then you start the task. Oh, look, TaskBot pushed another update just now. Once again, like I said, they're on top of things. But, I'll save that for later. And you'll start the task. My bad. Start task, adding to cart, retrying add to cart. Probably because we don't have any CAPTCHA solved. Verify. Yeah, there you go. Getting shipping keys. So again, you're gonna need to be solving CAPTCHAs while you're also doing this. So let's say the steps I'd do. Review real quick is you put all this in, put your proxies in. I'd make 100 tests if I can. If you got 100 proxies, your proxies that rotate on every request, I'd go 100, 200 tasks. And I'd start the brute forcer, let this thing go. When it's going, hopefully you get past the ratio 2 cookies to 100 or whatever. You get past, start your task, and then all you're gonna be doing, if you got autofill saved or auto checkout, God, can't talk today, guys. When you got autofill, or fuck me, I'm not restarting this video, I don't care. If you got all the billing profiles, see, I got tests, but that's why it's not checking out, because I don't want it to check out on just a random shoe. What you're going to be doing is then you're just going to be solving CAPTCHAs for Adidas. And the whole time you want to keep solving, because let's say you got 5 tasks, and it's going to be keep trying to add to cart. And the more CAPTCHAs you have, the more chances of adding to cart. It's just a whole cycle. And so yeah, see, I got 1 CAPTCHA right now. That's because I only had 1 task, so it's not going to pull that CAPTCHA unless this card expires. Then the CAPTCHA will reload into this task and add it to cart again. And also another thing, I haven't really tested it out, so let's see actually how it works. But they do have open tasks in browser. So let's say it says it adds to cart. You have a crappy billing profile, and like me, getting shipping keys. You can press open task in browser, and should reload. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll probably contact the admins about that. But I've actually never used the browser. But besides that, brute forcer works. Sometimes the Adidas checkout doesn't always work on TaskBot, but they do always try to update it before release, so it's on and off. It has worked for me in the past. I will be using it in the future. That's it. I'm probably going to contact the admin because a great add-on would be if you could extract that cookie, which will be a whole nother YouTube video, extracting cookies and adding them and whatever. But that's it. Logging off. Tweak Sneaks.